If you've ever wanted to be a candle having an existential crisis, then you need to play Candleman. First released on the Xbox One back in 2017, and then later ported to the PlayStation 4 and computers, this delightful fairy tale from Spotlightor Interactive is finally making its way to the Switch for the very first time. It's a dimly lit adventure that sees a walking candle find purpose in a dark and unclear world. And if the inspiring story doesn't light your wick, then the imaginative level designs and constantly changing obstacles surely will. Yeah, Switch owners are in for a real treat. This is the story of Candleman, a walking candle stuck on an old shipwrecked boat. He's not sure why, but he's different from all the other candles. They just sit there, silent and cold. But for some reason, he can walk around and ignite his flame, allowing him to burn bright and light the way through the dark and scary world. And that's just enough for the candle to go on a journey full of discovery, wonder, and purpose. As a walking candle with no arms, your interaction with this world is admittedly limited. Candleman spends most of his time wandering through the underlit stages looking for candles to light. As a sentient candle, our hero is able to spark a flame at the push of a button. This will illuminate the room and help him find the exit. Watch out, because you only get 10 seconds of flame per life, forcing us to use his powers sparingly. This is one of those simple concepts that feels a little too basic at first. You walk through a linear stage, jumping on platforms, lighting candles, and looking for the exit. But what I really like is how each of the chapters adds a new wrinkle to Candleman's quest. You'll go from floating on a leaf down a fast-moving river to creating temporary platforms with your flame, to opening up a flower bed using nothing more than light. One of my favorite levels has you walking on platforms that you can only see in a mirror. It forces you to pay attention to the reflection and keep track of subtle clues when that mirror goes away. It's this unpredictability that helps to keep Candleman interested throughout the 12 atmospheric chapters. It's worth noting that this is the complete journey, which includes the 3 additional chapters that were originally released as downloadable content. Although it's only a few hours long, this is an epic adventure where you feel like you've gone on a real journey after everything is said and done. Without saying even a single word, the sentient candle manages to convey a lot of emotion and go on a real roller coaster ride. Now, a lot of this comes down to the moody presentation. The developer has found quite a few ways of making the darkness look and feel unique, and that's no easy task. I like that the story is good about pushing us from one distinctive environment to another, with each one offering a different visual flourish. The music is also appropriately moody, giving the entire journey a real sense of dread. But for as much as I like the look and the atmosphere of this game, I'm disappointed by the easy difficulty. Even with the barrage of creative obstacles to overcome, most of the platforming and puzzling is painfully simple. I went huge stretches of this game without losing a single life. And even if you accidentally miss a jump or get gobbled up by a platform, Candleman is good about checkpoints and giving you plenty of chances to get it right. The path is always straightforward and pushing you in a linear direction, which isn't as exciting as the journey suggests. The most challenging part is finding all the candles in each stage, because there are always a few that get tucked away in unexpected spots. This is one of those games that I thoroughly enjoyed playing through, and I have no problem recommending it. But I'm also not sure I'm ever going to want to play through it again. There isn't a lot in this world that's pulling me back in, even if there are a couple of candles I probably should track down and light. It's a sweet story with a thoroughly satisfying ending, but it's also straightforward to a fault. Most of the great ideas and clever obstacles that are introduced are just as quickly discarded in favor of something else, and it often feels like they're in a rush to get to the next part of the journey. That's great for the pacing of the story, but it can't help but shake the feeling that there's a lot more they could have done with the platforming. Candleman is a charming and often unpredictable adventure starring a little candle with big aspirations. This is a 5-hour journey with atmospheric stages filled with inventive platforming puzzles and a lot of great ideas. It's also a bit on the easy side, thanks in large part to the straightforward level designs and obstacles that never put up much of a challenge. The good news is that the tightly paced story and immensely satisfying conclusion make up for the lack of difficulty, ultimately making Candleman an adventure that everybody should go on, no matter what system you own. Hey, thanks for watching our review. If you liked what you saw here, then you should know that we post new reviews and features almost every day. Now here's the question I have for you. What should be the next inanimate object to get a game? Maybe a chair or a portable heater? Oh, it could be a game console. Let me see your picks in the comments below. In other news, I'm currently hard at work on a whole bunch of reviews, along with a new series that I'm so excited to unveil. In the meantime, I strongly recommend you click that subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then,